Hello YouTube. Alright, sorry, I've been neglecting the channel in recent months. However, I've been streaming on Twitch regularly and just not taking the time to edit anything for YouTube. But that changes today because I've got a new plan on the go, and it involves this ancient but classic game, Chaos: The Battle of Wizards. So this video here is going to be a little introduction to that game, the original version on the ZX Spectrum 48K. It's a single screen strategy game, basically based around wizards and summoning monsters to kill the other wizards. So why this ancient game for streaming? Well, it relates to the movie Aliens and a remake of the original Chaos that was made in the early 90s on the Atari ST. But I'll talk about that more later. This is going to be focused entirely on the original game with explanations of how it all works, just to sort of set the scene for when I get onto that other stuff. One other thing I should note is that the game only features sound effects, there's no music, so I actually added a little bit myself. I just randomly picked some tracks that I had on my hard drive, other game soundtracks. Hopefully that's not going to flag this video for copyright infringement, but we'll see. So don't get a jump scare when music suddenly kicks in. I'm going to go with 5 wizards, including myself. And put them level 4 right in the middle. The level of the computer basically decides how strong their strength and defense is. So if you put them at like high level, you're not killing them without something like a giant or a dragon. Whereas your own wizard will be incredibly weak, so it's not a good idea. Player 1 is me, so trying to get capital letters. Here we go. Darwalk, not computer controlled. See, number 1 is nice and wizardy, but he looks kind of evil to me. Number 5 is like a battle wizard. Number 4 makes me think of a zombie. I'm gonna go number 7. Makes me think of Sunbros. And we're gonna go green. Alright, player 2. This is gonna be my nemesis. One of my nemesis. Loggins. Kenny Loggins, he's a bit of a... Kenny Loggins is a number 2, I would say. Yeah. A kind of sickly yellow color. Then we're gonna go with another enemy of mine. Rod Stewart. Now, Rod Stewart's a wee naff, so definitely number 8 for him. Okay. Now, I could put any number of things here, but I'm trying not to be political. Just based on recent conversations that I've had, I'm going to go with an actual wizard. Which one looks like Harry Potter? Just to wind up J.K. Rowling, we'll make him the one in a dress. Here we go. And purple, pink, magenta, in fact. Last one. All right, I'm just gonna make this the end of everything. If the void wins, we're all doomed. And that will be number 1, because it's evil. Alright, so this is how the game goes. You have a random selection of spells. If I press 1, you can see them. The lighter the color, the greater the chances of successfully casting them. So white is 100%. And light blue is like, I think it's the next best. Yellow might be better. Let's have a look. we look at G, it's a bat, 90% chance. Whereas I is 70%. Okay. Alright, so the white ones, I'm getting them whatever happens. I will automatically succeed. What you can do if you have a color of creature that is very like hard to cast, you can make it an illusion. And an illusion will automatically succeed, but the enemy players can choose that first spell, Disbelieve, and they can just erase it from the board at any point. They have to give up one of their own spells to be able to disbelieve in yours, but they can do that. So when you play this like multiplayer, you have to hide the keyboard when you're casting spells so no one knows if it's real or not. Basically the idea is you summon monsters and you use them to kill the other wizards and their own monsters. But some of these spells are not monsters. For example, lightning there, that is a range 4, well, ranged attack. If you can hit a wizard with that, he will die almost immediately. Raise Dead, when you kill a monster, it leaves a corpse on the board and you can zombify that corpse with the Raise Dead spell. Magic Castle gives you a little place to hide out, but it doesn't last forever, it will randomly disappear. The other thing there that needs explaining is Law 2. So some of these spells have a little star next to them and some of them have a little arrow. That's Law and Chaos. Chaos is the star, Law is the arrow. The more of whichever type of spell gets cast in a particular round, the environment trends towards that particular affinity. So if you have a very high chaos-based board, the chaos spells get easier to cast. And Law 2 will force the board towards Law. That's how that works. My problem here is my strongest spells are Chaos. The Hydra and the Ghost are very good spells here. I don't want to be going to Law. Oh, I have a Spectre as well. Yeah, I'm going to move the board in the direction of Chaos. So I'm going to start by casting the Dire Wolf because it's Chaos and it's 100% guaranteed. Right, that's me at the top. You can move your cursor in 8 directions and you push S to cast, but spells have to be cast in the space next to you, so I have to put it here. Here we go. And then they all take their turn. Oh, that's bad. Alright, he's put down Magic Fire. That will randomly expand each turn, and if it, like, eats my monsters, they die. If it eats me, I die. So, I gotta get rid of that. Unfortunately, there is no way to get rid of it other than killing the wizard that cast it, or using a spell which wipes out all of his creations, which I don't have. So I'm going to try and kill the wizard. Oh, hi. Yeah, I was just kind of filling space because I wasn't sure if anyone was watching yet. This is one of the first... Well, it is technically the first gaming system I ever played on. With conscious thought. I know that I used to play on an Atari. I used to play Space Invaders and stuff, but that's just like ephemeral memories. This is the first one I had agency in. And I'm using it to decide what I'm going to play next after I get through this initial game. Right. Still trying to go towards Chaos, so I'm going to cast a Harpy. Harpies can fly, so they're good for chasing people down. Haha! What did he try and do? Actually, I missed that. All they've got is rats. That's pathetic. I think I'm gonna win this. Alright, so my Harpy can fly over here, and I can kill either the fawn or the rat, but I will be left next to whichever one I've not killed, so it's a bit dangerous. I could go directly for Rod Stewart. I'm gonna kill the fawn. Oh, I'm not gonna kill the fawn actually, never mind. Oh my god, it's just a rat. I should have kept my mouth shut. Alright, well, the Spectre has become yellow. That's 70%? I can't remember, let me check. 80%. Alright, we're gonna cast the Spectre. Spectre is undead, so he can't hurt it unless he has an undead thing as well. There goes my wolf. Yeah, I was really stuck on the last one, that's why we've got the void. I was trying to come up with something that I hated, or someone that I hated that was not political, and I just got stuck. Let's kill this rat. Okay. The fawn can't reach me, I'm okay here. That rat was an illusion? Oh my god. If it doesn't leave a corpse, it means it's an illusionary cast. You can just disbelieve in it and it will disappear. Right. Ghost. Let's load up with undead things. Ah, failed. Okay. Kenny Loggins is taking the piss here. Oh my god. Alright, right. He subverted that ghost, which means... Give me a second here. First of all, it means it's not an illusion. You can't subvert illusions. He's taken control of it. It's on his team now. And I have a problem because this is the second strongest undead unit. Strongest is a vampire. And it can move 2 spaces. My Spectre can only move 1. So I'm gonna have to get rid of that somehow. He went the other way, so that's good. I may actually attempt to raise that dead rat from the grave, and then I'll have an undead rat. It's not strong, but it can move quickly. It failed! Jimmy or Gary? Surprised he didn't say Mark. Oh, he's dead. Alright. Wait, who was that? Who just died? Potter. Potter is gone. Okay. That means... Rod Stewart might change tack and start coming for me. I need to get to him first. This sucks. He is coming for me. I want to cast that Hydra, but I've failed everything so far. Oh my god! It was an 80% chance. Game is shafting me. I'm completely surrounded here. What do I do? I gotta run away from the ogre. But that means running towards the fire. I have to get my spectre over there. I just remembered, I know a glitch. If you press I over a unit, it gives you information on that unit. When you're engaged to the enemy, you can't step away from an enemy. But on the original Spectrum, if you mashed the I button and a direction, you could break the engagement and attack an empty space. So I'm gonna try it. Doesn't work! Oh, it did work. Original glitches are intact. I'm cheating. I love it. Yeah, I've only got the Spectre. It's just the Spectre and me. Oh, there we go. I lose the Spectre. Now I'm in big trouble. I've got no monsters. The lion could potentially kill a wizard, but it's never going to get through all of his army of beasties. So I'm going to use lightning and try and zap some of them. Starting with the wraith. Failed. Failed. My god. Alright, that's the same as Magic Fire. It expands each turn, and if it touches you, you die. But you can fight that. You can, like, eliminate it from the board. You can't fight the fire. You have to just run away. Oh, he's changed. He's going after the void. I might be safe. Still gonna try and kill that wraith. Okay. Okay, giant is like one of the strongest things you can have, but it's law. And we're on a chaos board, so if that had succeeded, I would expect it's not real. What do I do? I'm just going to stay exactly where I am. Yes. Good, good. Right, next I will try and make the board more law. Okay. Okay, there's a giant on the board. It's probably an illusion. Hope it's an illusion. I can't move because any space I occupy is going to be next to something dangerous. Although the ogre can actually attack me if he wants. So I'm hoping the AI is dumb and it's just going to go for this guy. Take the risk. I know I used the spell, you only get one cast. There is another spell in the game called Magic Wood, puts trees everywhere, and if you sit in the trees, it grants you new spells. But nobody's cast that. My goal here is basically to get an eagle and a lion over to Rod Stewart and kill him. Some of those have to be fake. He's got too many things. Oh, he died in the fire. Excellent. Except I'm gonna be the next target. Hey! Suck it, Rod Stewart. Just me in the void now. Let's get the lion on the go. Failed, oh my god. All I have is an eagle. And he's got one too. Oh no. I thought I was far back enough. I'm not. Okay. Take a chance that it's not real. He's riding on the unicorn. That's why you can't see him. If you cast horses, unicorns, manticores, centaurs, your wizard can ride on them. So you have to kill the unicorn first before you can get to the wizard. Oh, magic trees. Which is good, but there is a time limit on the number of rounds, and I suspect the game will be a draw before we can get any new spells. He's also very stupid because he didn't get off his horse before he tried to get into the tree. So he attacked the tree. Wow, he had loads of these. Can't cast it, there's no space. Last chance to get a monster. That's certainly true in North Korea, right? Bat is very weak, but it can attack from a distance, so I can try and kill him. Just like War of Attrition style. Maybe his unicorn is fake. Let's find out. It's not. Alright. I'm in the tree, so eventually I will get a new spell. If we don't get a time over. He can be burned by his own fire, that's pretty stupid. No point casting the castle. Oh, God. Alright, that was a spell which it works on your magic resistance instead of your defense. If you cast it on a wizard, he loses all of his creatures. If you cast it on a creature, it just kills that one creature. So I now have nothing. I have to hope he burns in his own fire. Dark Power is another version of the same spell, but it's chaos related. Sitting in a tree. Yes, he can. And he's doing that because he's too stupid to get off his unicorn. It's actually his tree, by the way. I didn't cast it, but I can use it. I'm gonna burn up, but I have no choice. Oh, new spell. And I'm right next to the fire. Okay, let's run away. What did I get? This had better be something good. Turmoil. Alright, Turmoil randomizes all the spaces on the board. It's an interesting spell, but it's useless when I don't have any monsters. It'd take a while. Gotta move every piece of fire. Yeah, that's my hope. But similarly, it could be me that ends up shafted. I want a tree next to me, please. Oh, wonderful. That's good. No, that's bad. Is it done? It's thinking very hard. Yeah, well, I had no choice. I was just like standing next to one fire instead of two. This doesn't look positive. It's just not doing anything now. Yes, it spreads every direction. Randomly though. This may have to be declared as a draw, and I have to reset it. Alright, so another reason I had for choosing to play this game now is the remake. Shareware remake on the Atari ST. The guy that made that added a couple of spells. Maybe actually only one particular spell, which was called Metamorphosis. And if you cast that on any monster, it would randomly change that monster into a different monster. So you could cast it on your own thing to try and make it stronger. You could cast it on a strong enemy to make it weaker. So I used to get that occasionally. It doesn't show up in your spell list very often. And one time I cast that spell and it changed the monster into a xenomorph from Aliens. And I have no proof that that ever happened, but I know that it happened because it happened to me. So I want to get that captured somehow. So I think I'm going to try and start a mission to catch the xenomorph in Chaos on the Atari ST. Just like in those days when I have nothing particular to play, I'll have another stab at that. And then maybe make a YouTube video out of it. But that's not today because I'm not playing the remake. I'm gonna go for the next game's gonna be deciding what to play in October. And yes, I'm enjoying the loading tones. I'm sure not everyone in the audience will, but for me it's wonderful. There we go. All right. So, shortlist. Games to play in October. We've got Yakuza 0, which I promised to play and haven't. As I mentioned at the start of this stream, I bought Sonic Racing Crossworlds for my son more than for myself, so I could potentially play that. The last Sonic Racing game I played did very well in terms of viewership, so it might be a good idea. So Yakuza, Sonic. It's October, so I want to try and play one of the Castlevania games traditionally. So Harmony of Dissonance. And then because Halloween stuff, and I've never played it, Resident Evil. So that's 4. And then I have to include myself as a playable character. And if I win, it's kind of a do-over. So it's going to be 5 again. Resident Ev. Alright. I'm going to call it Biohazard instead. Alright, this time, let's see what we get. Okay. There's lots of green, which is not good. Means I have low magic ability. I can shift to law or chaos. Magic armor is very good. It's a buff for your wizard, makes him really hard to kill. So I want to basically move in that direction. So I want to be law. Also a bear is quite strong. Crocodile and gorilla, they're neutral, so they don't shift the board in either direction. And they're reasonably strong. Shadowwood puts down trees like the magic trees, but these ones can attack anything that's next to them. But I have a very low chance of succeeding in casting that. Alright. So I'm going to start with chaos, because I have a low chance of succeeding. And then we'll try and shift it towards law after. I'm going to put down shadow trees. If I can. I can't. Oh, the fire just the fire just eliminated itself. That's lucky. Combat 1, defense 3. Okay, I can't do anything to anybody. I need monsters. Right, we've moved towards law already. Let me get a gorilla shield. That's lucky. If he got magic armor, I would never be able to kill him. And his castle did not last more than 1 turn. Oops, I made another wizard green by mistake. Crocodile. He could shoot me with a magic bolt, so I'm going to put it between me and him. Oh, that was fake. Right. Don't want to get too close myself. That was his harpy attacking me from a distance. Elf is good because it has a very long ranged attack, but it's not that strong. Let's go with the law influence. Okay. Oh, harpy was big. I don't think that Spectre is going to be real, because we're in Law Affinity, and that's a Chaos spell, quite a good one. Elf. It's time. Yay. He didn't believe in my crocodile. Too bad. So obviously I don't need to say this, the dragon is very strong. There's 3 types of dragon though. Green dragon is the weakest. It has a 4 square ranged attack, so he can hit my gorilla from here. I can't get to him because of the Spectre. My best bet would be to try and shoot his wizard. Gonna be tough. Can't reach him yet anyway. Oh no. Oh no. I'm dead. Okay. We gotta just see then who is gonna be the winner. I have no agency anymore. Wizard's dead. Oh, he's not, because he's got a magic shield. My god, he survived 2 dragon blasts. The golden dragon is law based, the green dragon is chaos. One of those cannot be real. At least one of them. Subversion failed means it's probably an illusion. God, he's still alive. This board is insane. Vampire is like the strongest undead. We've got 2 dragons. All we need is a giant and a hydra. Ghost as well. Oh, there goes Crossworlds. Alright, I guess I'm not playing that. Unless we get a draw. This is nuts. There's no way these things are all real. Nobody's casting disbelief. Here we go. Disbelieving has started. Of course it's fake. What about the rest? This is nuts. He disbelieved in the wolf. Not the dragon or the wraith, just the wolf. Okay, shadow form allows your wizard to move 3 spaces. I think he doesn't get engaged, so he can just run through enemies. But if you attack, you lose it. I missed what happened to the gold dragon. How did I miss that? There's no corpse, so it was fake, whatever happened. The vampire is real. Okay, I think that means Yakuza's gonna win this. Unless someone can assassinate him. Honestly, we might be heading for a draw. At least he didn't get his armor. Resident Evil, or Biohazard, is incredibly strong though. It's just that vampire he has to worry about. A magic bow can kill undead, so he can potentially kill that vampire himself, but he would lose his shadow form. Uh-oh. Just a tree. Okay, wizard can now fly. Uh-oh, turmoil. It's gonna crash the game again. We've got a wizard right next to another wizard. I think. Not sure where he moved to. Alright, it worked. It didn't crash. All these movement zeros, that's him selecting the trees to attack, but there's nothing for him to attack. Alright, Yakuza's trapped next to a zombie. Zombie's very weak, but he can't hurt it, so it can just keep hitting him in the hope it gets lucky. There's trees everywhere. I don't think a zombie or a shadow tree have much chance of killing a wizard, but it could happen. Oh my god, he's right next to him. Uh-oh. Oh, it failed. Oh no! Oh, he loses everything! You get 3 casts of dark power, but the AI is not smart enough to choose a different target. All the wizards are out in the open, except Yakuza's in that tree over there. Again, AI isn't really smart enough to make wizards go after wizards, so... You've already done that! The crocodile belongs to Castlevania, I think. And now he is exposed. The only way that vampire is coming off the board is if the crocodile kills him. Kills the wizard that cast it, I mean. He keeps doing that, there's no point. Oh no, he'll lose the crocodile, right? I guess that means it's not his. Oh no. Well, I think that's a foregone conclusion now. Yakuza wins. Checkmate. Because Castlevania is not going to attack the wizard. We might have a draw. Oh! He did it? Oh my god. Well, there you have it. The game that I am playing in October is Castlevania. Harmony of Dissonance, I believe, is the next one on my list. Wow. I will stick to that. I'm not gonna render this pointless by ignoring the results. But I want to play more. I need to come up with something else. So in that particular stream that I'm taking this footage from, I did go on to play the remake. So here's a little clip of it, and I want to draw your attention to the orange spell on the right hand side there, mutation. That is the one which will give access to a xenomorph in the game. So I'm just going to close out this video with a little bit of footage from that. I will be streaming Castlevania in October, and I'll also be continuing this bug hunt here. So if you want to see any of that, check me out on Twitch. The handle is Darwalk, same as on YouTube. Much appreciated if you have watched this far, and I hope to see you again. Thanks. Screw it, that's why I'm here. Alright, please give me an alien. It's a manticore. Oh well. First try of hopefully many. That's my horse. I should probably be on it. Right. Dragon can kill me in one go because he can attack my horse with the dragon and then breathe fire on me. Yep. Yep. And there you go. My inevitable demise will be at the hands of a stroke. As expected.